Dog owners, when your dog puts a paw on you, don't ignore it. Sometimes it's love, but most of the time, it's a desperate cry for help. Those little quirks, licking your feet, dragging his butt, or stretching the moment you walk in, aren't random at all. They're hidden messages your dog is begging you to understand. But 99% of owners ignore them and never realize what their dog is really trying to say. In this video, I'll reveal the truth. Number 1. Jumping on you. Why does your dog launch themselves at you like a furry missile the second you walk through the door? It's not bad manners, it's pure desperation to reach your face. Dogs don't do handshakes or polite greetings. They jump because your face holds everything they've been missing. Your scent, your energy, your entire existence. This comes from puppyhood when they jump to lick their mom's face for attention and food. Now, you're their whole world, and getting close to your face is their way of screaming, "I missed you so much." If the jumping gets out of hand, don't yell. Just turn away, stay silent, and only give love when all 4 paws are on the ground. Patience beats punishment every single time, but jumping isn't the only repetitive behavior your dog does. Wait until you see what this next one really means about their mental state. The tail chasing. Have you ever wondered why your fully grown dog suddenly turns into a spinning tornado chasing their own tail? For puppies, it's simple entertainment. Their tail is basically a built-in toy. But for adult dogs, this could be a red flag. If your dog does this constantly, they might be bored out of their mind, stressed, or dealing with anxiety they can't express. Dogs can't Netflix and chill like us, so they spin in circles to burn mental energy or self-soothe. The fix? More outdoor time, play dates with other dogs, or puzzle toys that challenge their brain. A mentally stimulated dog rarely obsesses over their tail. Give them purpose, and that tail gets to rest. Now, if you think tail chasing is weird, wait until you find out why your dog is obsessed with licking one very specific part of your body. Licking your feet. Why does your dog insist on giving your feet a full spa treatment with their tongue? It feels weird, maybe even gross, but to your dog, your feet are an information goldmine. Dogs have the Jacobson's organ, which lets them taste and smell at the same time. Your feet are loaded with sweat, pheromones, and hormones that tell your dog where you've been and how you're feeling. But it's more than data collection, it's bonding. Licking is how they show love, seek connection, or simply beg for your attention. If you just got home, those licks translate to, "Where were you? Are you okay? I need details." If it gets obsessive or pairs with anxiety, help them burn energy or talk to a behaviorist. It's not just a lick, it's a message. Speaking of messages, there's one sleeping position that reveals the deepest level of trust your dog has in you, and you need to know what it is. The belly up sleeping. What does it mean when your dog sleeps flat on their back, belly fully exposed, limbs spread like they own the place? This isn't just cute, it's a power move of trust. In the wild, a dog's belly and throat are their most vulnerable spots. Exposing them means one thing: I feel completely safe here. No threats, no worries, just pure relaxation. This position also helps them cool down since less furry skin is exposed to air. Next time you see this, don't just smile and walk away. Sit down, give their chest or neck a gentle rub, and let them know the feeling is mutual. That's how you say, "I love and trust you too" in dog language, but trust goes even deeper. There's one moment when your dog is at their most vulnerable, and what they do next will absolutely melt your heart. Staring during bathroom time. Why does your dog stare at you with unblinking intensity while they're doing their business? Creepy? Maybe? Meaningful? Absolutely. When dogs relieve themselves, they're in a vulnerable position, completely exposed. That stare isn't curiosity, it's a silent request. Please protect me right now. In wild packs, vulnerable members get watched over by others. Your dog is asking you to be their lookout, their guardian in that defenseless moment. You don't need to do anything dramatic. A gentle glance or just standing nearby is enough reassurance. It's a small act, but it deepens your bond in ways words never could. Trust spoken in silence is the strongest kind. While we're talking about things that seem strange, your dog's head shaking might look harmless, but it could be a desperate cry for help that you're missing. The head shaking. What's going on when your dog shakes their head repeatedly, like they're trying to dislodge something? At first, it seems harmless, but frequent head shaking is often a cry for help. Usually, it's ear-related. Foreign objects, infections, allergies, or moisture buildup after a bath. Dogs shake to relieve discomfort they can't scratch away. Check their ears, look for redness, swelling, or a weird smell. If you spot any of these, skip the home remedies and head to the vet. Ears are delicate, and what seems like a small issue can spiral fast. Head shaking isn't quirky. It's often their only way to say, "Something's wrong. Please help me fix it." And if you think that behavior is mysterious, wait until you discover why your dog is secretly hoarding your stuff in the strangest places. The hiding objects. Why does your dog steal random items and stash them in the weirdest places, under pillows, behind sofas, inside laundry baskets? It's not mischief, it's instinct. Wild ancestors hid food and prized possessions to protect them from thieves. Today, that shows up as hiding toys, socks, or anything they consider valuable. Check what they're hiding. Does it smell like you? If yes, they're keeping a piece of you close. When you're away, it's actually heartbreaking and adorable at the same time. Instead of scolding, give them designated toys to hide to their heart's content. And if you'd rather not play "Where's my sock?" every morning, just redirect the behavior. Problem solved, bond strengthened. Now here's something that confuses most dog owners. Why is your dog panting heavily when it's not even hot outside? The answer might shock you. Panting when not hot. Why is your dog panting heavily when it's not even warm outside? Before you assume it's just tiredness, consider this. Panting can be emotional, not just physical. Yes, it regulates body temperature, but it's also triggered when their nervous system is in overdrive from stress, fear, or overstimulation. In unfamiliar or noisy environments, you'll notice faster breathing and a tongue hanging out more than usual. It's their body trying to cope. Pay attention to surroundings. Move them somewhere familiar. Slow down if you're on a walk. Speak gently. Sometimes your presence alone is enough to calm every racing heartbeat. Don't dismiss the panting. Read the moment and respond with compassion. And speaking of fear, there's one household item that absolutely terrifies your dog. And the reason why is actually heartbreaking. Fearing vacuum cleaners. Why does your dog bolt, bark, or hide the second you turn on the vacuum cleaner? To them, it's not just annoying, it's terrifying. The high-frequency vibrations and roaring sound go way beyond their comfort zone. It's not just unpleasant, it feels like a genuine threat invading their space. You can help by turning it on from a distance, avoiding forced proximity, and rewarding calm behavior. But more importantly, respect their fear. If you need to clean, take your dog for a walk first. Your home gets cleaned, and their mind stays peaceful. It's a simple trade-off that honors their feelings while getting your chores done. Win-win for everyone involved. But not all behaviors are about fear. Some are pure joy, like this next one that happens the second you walk through the door. Stretching when you come home. Why does your dog do that full-body stretch, the iconic play bow, front down, butt up, every time you walk in? It's not just a post-nap stretch, it's an emotional explosion. That stretch screams excitement, invitation to play, and pure joy that you're finally home. It's their way of saying, "I've been waiting for this moment." Respond with eye contact, a warm voice, or a few minutes of play. In that instant, all your stress melts because you realize there's a little soul that waited all day just to stretch and smile when they saw you. It's not just behavior, it's love in motion. And that's the most beautiful language of all. But there's another subtle gesture that's even more powerful. When your dog does this, they might be trying to tell you something urgent, putting a paw on you. Why does your dog gently place their paw on you while you're sitting together? It's not an accident, it's a deliberate move. This is your dog's version of holding hands. Their way of saying, "I'm here, you're here, and we're connected." Sometimes it's for reassurance. They need to know you're close and not going anywhere. Other times it's pure affection, like a human touch on the shoulder. But here's what many people miss. That paw could also be a cry for help. Your dog might be trying to show you something's wrong with their paw, a thorn, cut, or irritation they need you to notice. Or they're drawing attention to discomfort elsewhere they can't express in words. In dog language, paw placement is also their way of saying, "Check me, something feels off." When that paw lands on you, don't just acknowledge it, actually look. Inspect their paw, check for limping, notice if they're favoring one side. That simple gesture could be affection, connection, or a subtle SOS. Either way, it deserves your full attention. And while we're decoding gestures, there's one adorable move your dog makes that reveals they're actually trying to understand you better. Tilting their head when you talk. Why does your dog tilt their head adorably to the side when you speak to them? Beyond being Instagram-worthy, this head tilt reveals something fascinating. Dogs are trying to understand you better, both your words and tone. The tilt helps them locate where your voice is coming from and read your facial expressions more clearly. Their ears might also be repositioning to catch specific sounds or words they recognize, like walk or treat. Some researchers believe dogs tilt their heads because their snouts block part of their view, and angling helps them see your whole face. It's problem solving in real time. They're studying you, trying to decode what you want or how you feel. Next time you see that tilt, know that your dog isn't just being cute. They're working hard to bridge the communication gap between species. Now, if you've ever wondered what your dog is really doing after they poop, this next behavior will blow your mind. Scratching the ground after pooping. Ever notice your dog furiously scratching the ground right after doing their business like they're digging to China? You'd think they're covering it up, but that's not the full story. Dogs have scent glands in their paw pads, and scratching releases a unique smell that's basically their signature. It's like leaving a scent-based business card for other dogs. "I was here. This is my spot." The visible scratch marks add a visual claim too. Both male and female dogs do this as a territorial flex. It's instinct, communication, and a little bit of showmanship all rolled into one. Just make sure they're not doing it on your carpet, or you'll have bigger problems than understanding dog behavior. From territorial moves to pure relaxation, there's one sunny habit your dog has that's actually healing them. Let me explain. The sunbathing. Why does your dog sprawl out in that one? Sunny spot like they're on a tropical vacation? It's not them trying to be cats. It's pure instinct. Dogs have higher body temps than us, and sunlight gives them that perfect, soothing warmth. But it's more than comfort. Sunshine dilates blood vessels, improves circulation, and eases muscle and joint pain, especially in older dogs. Sun exposure even boosts melatonin, helping them sleep better. But watch closely. If they start panting hard, lying too long, or looking exhausted, guide them to shade and offer water. Sunshine is healing. but too much flips it into harm. Moderation is key, even for sun-loving pups. And speaking of sleep, there's one sleeping habit that reveals your dog sees you as their entire world, and it's going to make you emotional. Cuddling against you while sleeping. Ever wake up with your dog pressed right against you, back touching yours, breathing softly like they've claimed you as their personal pillow? They're not short on space. You're just their safe place. Since puppyhood, dogs sleep close to their mom and siblings for warmth and connection. As they grow, you replace that role. Sleeping against you means they feel loved, protected, and deeply bonded. It's the most intimate moment of their day. If it gets cramped, gently adjust, but never shove them away harshly. To them, this is trust in its purest form. You're not just their owner, you're their entire sense of security wrapped in one person. But when the safety breaks, when loud noises hit, your dog's reaction reveals just how intense their fear really is. Trembling at loud noises. Why does your dog shake like a leaf when thunder crashes or fireworks go off? To us, it's just noise. To them, it's a full sensory assault. Dogs hear frequencies we can't, so what's loud to us is deafening to them. Their bodies react with pure survival instinct, shaking, flinching, hiding, heart racing, breathing fast. It's the same as you hearing a sudden explosion in dead silence. Fear kicks in hard. Don't try to train them out of it by forcing exposure. Fear doesn't work that way. Instead, offer comfort. A gentle hug, a cozy hideaway, or just your calm presence can ease their panic. You can't stop the noise, but you can be their anchor through the storm. And fear doesn't just come from loud sounds. It comes from loneliness too. This next behavior will break your heart. Whining when left alone. Why does your dog let out those soft, heartbreaking whines the moment you leave? It's not manipulation, it's loneliness. Dogs are pack animals, and separation from someone they love triggers real emotional distress. Whining is self-soothing or a desperate attempt to call you back. Left unchecked, this can snowball into full-blown separation anxiety. Non-stop barking, scratching doors, destroying furniture. Start small. Practice short separations. Leave them with chew toys or calming music. If it persists, bring in a trainer or behaviorist. Excessive attachment while touching can become torture for both of you. Love them enough to teach them you'll always come back. That's the reassurance they need. Now, from emotional distress to hilarious confusion, wait until you see why your dog loses it at mirrors and TV screens. Barking at mirrors or TV? Why does your dog lose it barking at the mirror or TV screen like there's an intruder? This usually happens with younger dogs who haven't learned that reflections aren't real threats. When they see movement, especially their own reflection or another animal on screen, instinct kicks in. They're guarding territory or reacting to the unfamiliar. The barking says, "Who are you? What are you doing in my space?" Don't freak out or make it a big deal. Calmly redirect with a toy or familiar command. Over time, they'll figure out that the mirror doesn't bite back and the TV dog isn't real. Patience and gentle guidance turn confusion into understanding. Give them time to learn. But here's a behavior that looks like the opposite of confusion. It's actually the ultimate sign of trust. Sitting with back turned. Why does your dog sometimes sit quietly with their back turned toward you? Before you think they're mad or ignoring you, understand this. It's the ultimate compliment. In dog world, turning their back is a gesture of deep trust. It means they don't feel threatened, don't need to monitor you, and they're confident enough to watch what's ahead while knowing you're safe behind them. They're acting like your loyal guard, facing forward because they trust you've got the rear covered. Next time you see it, gently place your hand on their back. It's your way of saying, I've got your back, too. That small touch speaks volumes in the language of trust and partnership. And trust shows up in the weirdest ways, like when your dog brings you random objects. The reason why will absolutely melt you. Bringing you random objects. Why does your dog suddenly appear with random objects in their mouth? A shoe, a toy, a dirty sock, presenting them to you like a priceless gift. This isn't theft or mischief, it's offering. In wolf packs, members bring food or items to others as a sign of contribution and care. Your dog is doing the same, trying to share resources or provide for you in their own way. Sometimes they're inviting play. The object is their way of saying, let's do something fun together. Other times, especially if you seem upset or distant, they're trying to cheer you up or get your attention. It's problem solving. Human seems off, maybe this shoe will help. Don't scold them for bringing you things, even if it's your favorite sneaker. Redirect to appropriate toys, but acknowledge the gesture. They're trying to give, and that intention deserves recognition, even if the execution needs work. But the most heartbreaking display of love? It happens when you're not even home, and it involves your bed. Sleeping in your bed when you're gone. Why does your dog sneak into your bed the moment you leave the house? It's not rebellion, it's comfort seeking at its purest. Your bed is soaked with your scent. It's the strongest concentration of you in the entire house. When anxiety or loneliness kicks in, that scent becomes their security blanket. Sleeping there makes them feel like you're still close, still protecting them. It's also about temperature and comfort. Your bed is soft, elevated, and carries warmth. But the real reason is emotional. They're not trying to claim your spot. They're trying to fill the void you left. If you don't want them on the bed, provide an alternative with your scent. An old shirt on their own bed works wonders. But honestly, coming home to find them curled up in your spot, that's pure love wrapped in fur, seeking you even when you're gone. And speaking of following you everywhere, there's one place your dog refuses to let you go alone. The reason is actually hilarious and heartwarming. Following you to the bathroom. Why does your dog insist on following you to the bathroom like a furry shadow who doesn't understand personal space? It's not about being nosy, it's about pack mentality. In the wild, pack members never isolate themselves, especially during vulnerable moments. When you close that door, your dog panics slightly, wondering why you're separating from the group. Are you safe? Are you coming back? Following you is their way of staying connected and ensuring you're okay. It's also curiosity mixed with habit. You're their entire world, and every move you make is interesting to them. Some dogs have separation anxiety that kicks in even during a 2-minute bathroom break. Don't push them away harshly. If you need privacy, train them gradually to wait outside. But understand the behavior isn't clingy. It's loyalty so deep they can't stand being apart, even for a moment. And finally, there's one last gesture that sums up everything your dog feels about you. When they do this, they're inviting you into their world. Play bowing to other dogs or you. Why does your dog drop into that unmistakable position? Front legs stretched forward, butt high in the air, tail wagging like crazy? This is the universal dog language for, let's play, I'm friendly, this is fun. The play bow is a deliberate social signal, a way to communicate intentions clearly. It says, whatever happens next, chasing, wrestling, barking, it's all in good fun, not aggression. Dogs use this with other dogs to initiate games, but they also bow to humans they trust and want to engage with. It's an invitation, a request, and a promise of joy all in one gesture. Some dogs even bow when they're excited just to see you, not necessarily wanting to play, but expressing pure happiness. When your dog play bows, they're offering you a moment of connection through the simplest, most honest form of communication they have. Accept the invitation, get down to their level, play along. Those moments of shared joy are what build unbreakable bonds. Every weird behavior, every strange habit is your dog's way of trying to communicate, connect, and love you in the only language they know. They can't speak or write, but every lick, bark, whimper, and stretch is loaded with emotion and meaning. Understanding this transforms you from just a pet owner into a true companion, someone your dog trusts with their entire short, beautiful life. If any of these behaviors hit home, drop a comment and tell me which one surprised you most. And if you want to go even deeper into the signs your dog loves you more than you ever imagined, check out the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss content that helps you understand and love your dog better every single day. See you in the next one.